So this African friend of mine, right, throughout the whole tournament, he's like, these Arabs, these Africans defend so well. Anytime he's talking about Morocco, right? He's like, oh man, Morocco, our African brothers, they defend so good. And that was what he was saying. That was actually what he texted in the first half, even after France was 1-0 up, right? But somewhere in the second half, he was like, man, these Arabs can't attack. The switch up was crazy. It went from to some Gary Neville kind of switch up. Not gonna lie though, the cultural and identity conversations have been fascinating. We gotta say that, no, right? This period of flag hopping, supporting your nation, supporting the next closest nation, supporting, and however closest means to you. Could be geographically, could be ethically, could be morally, could be stylistically. I don't know. I'm just saying this is a period of self-information that I hope we get to have and analyze how the flag hopping we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. It's a complex thing. The debate of black French players that are basically African be more African than Moroccan players. It's like that. It's like, man, the conversation has been so fascinating. But main thing is, it's a beautiful and complex and intricate, multi-layered thing. How somebody supports one country and then supports another country, and then there's like a historical trigger that makes them maybe. I'm one of those. I'm one of those people. So I'm not saying, but the main thing is, it's just like we gotta just. I went to sleep last night with a sad heart, and then I woke up with like prouder heart. You know, Habibi, you done us proud, Habibi. I mean, they drew against Croatia. They beat Belgium. They beat Canada. Eliminated Spain. Eliminated the GOAT. They caused major, major, major issues for France. They cannot say that it was a walk in the park. So a huge respect to Morocco. They made us feel things. They made us unite. They made us vibrate. They made us jump on our couches. They upset a lot of colonizers, man. Shit, they made us lose some bets too, man. I hope you didn't lose a lot of money if you put some money into it. But it was a great run. It was one of those where you just have to say huge, huge, huge respect. They were brave. They didn't fumble under pressure. But on the other side, you gotta also say one of the standout performances. Obviously, somebody who wasn't really, I wouldn't say was dazzling in Spurs before the World Cup. Hugo Lloris, he pulled up. Hugo Lloris was parked right there. Hugo Lloris, man, he's right there. I think with 19 caps as a goalkeeper for France. And that fingertip save to stop the bicycle kick, man. We cannot not give the man his flowers. I didn't even know Chouameni means to how many players. Chouameni was like, to how many Moroccan players, man? Oh, man has been increasingly every game He's getting better and making me feel like, what was I thinking? Misjudging you, thinking that you're not Paul Pogba, thinking that you're not gonna be able to fill in the shoes of N'Golo Kante, thinking that like the France midfield is gonna be the weakest link. No. We gotta eat our words. Everybody that said that and thought that, hey man, you gotta give the man Chouameni. Oh. I thought, okay, well, you know what? Yeah, I just hope Chouameni has a great final, because now it's time. Now it's time for you know for the. I guess it's mission stop Messi now. I guess that's what we're rocking with. It's mission stop Messi for real. Because otherwise it's gonna be a fairy tale ending. I ain't nothing wrong with a fairy tale ending, but I mean, come on, who wants a fairy tale ending for Messi? You know, why should Messi go out in a fairy? You know what I mean? It will just be too good of a story. But anyway, I don't know. That's where I'm leaning to right now, and I'm just like, I didn't know. I thought I wanted Argentina to win at some point at the beginning of the tournament. They're one of the teams that I was like thinking of as favorites, and here we are. It's set up for a box office final. But anyway, let's just talk about this game, because this video is specifically just for the France Morocco game. I just wanted to just get some thoughts out. We're going to do another review of the semifinal in its entirety later. But the referee, man, the referee pissed me off in that game. I was like, referee's giving the yellow cards to the wrong people, man. He gave Buffon a yellow. Why is Buffon getting a yellow when Dembele just slid on the same phase of play in the first half? I'm talking about the first half. These are things that I saw. I was just like, what is going on? And also, I was watching this through Fox, right? Fox Sports. And something's got to be said about that replay bias, man. There was a replay bias because it was around the 27th minute. That's the incident that I'm talking about. The Dembele, that phase of play where Buffon gets a yellow card. I always want to say a red card, but it's a yellow card. And then, because it felt like a red card, that's why my tongue is slipping to say red. But like it was around the 27th minute, and then Dembele literally just physically endangered, physically abused a Moroccan player. And you know what Fox Sports does? They don't show that replay. They'd rather show the replay of the goal conceded in the 4th minute. Why are we looking at stuff in the 4th minute when we're in the 27th minute? Nah, man, there was a little bias. They didn't want to stay the poor. They didn't want to shake. They didn't want to show us like, hey, something questionable is going on here. I don't know how Telemundo was. I don't know how Paramount Plus was. I don't know how ESPN was. But Fox moving a little foxy. Snaky, you know what I mean? Like I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that they're not showing us the replay. They'd rather show us something that happened a while ago when we can see that in the halftime analysis or whatever, or halftime highlights, But anyway, the person that brought the big broom really was Konate, in my opinion. Varane was Rolls-Royce Varane, but like Konate's coming in as a makeshift, as a substitute teacher. As a substitute, you know what I'm saying? As a sub. He's coming in as somebody who wasn't Varane's partner throughout all these games prior. So Konate is coming in and he just slid in perfectly. Man was fire. Last-ditch tackles. I remember the one around the 52nd minute. I was just like, this has to be a goal. There was a Moroccan player who pretty much just dummied, somebody right there or right by the byline. And Konate was there to just clean up with the last important clearance. 63rd minute. I saw this is why I say we gotta give the Marrakesh Express the flowers they deserve because I saw a French supporter. Yo, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new in these streets. But I saw a French supporter he dropped his croissant and he started crossing his fingers. Did you guys see him on around like the 63rd minute? Man, the French, they was sweating. They was sweating. It wasn't. You know what? You gotta give it to the way Morocco brought the game to France. They didn't just sit back. They created chances. They were almost even after Of course, that second goal meant game over. But even then, they were trying to go home with a goal of dignity, with a consolation goal, and they were fighting till the end. You know, 75th minute. We have to talk about number 9. Number 9, Morocco's number 9. Why are you doing this? Hamdallah. No, Hamdallah. Why? Why are you cooking and cooking and then overcooking? Do you understand that we're 1-0 down and it's the 75th minute and you have a sniff, a goal, a half chance? That wasn't even a quarter chance. That was a half chance to a 3/4 chance. And then he decides to cook and then cook again and then cook again. Like, why? And he ends up finding himself in no man's land with the ball and not knowing what to do with it. 77th minute, he Habibi dribble again. Why? Why, man? Why, Hamdallah? Why, man? You go. You make me play some music to try and calm me down. But anyway, copyright. I might get a copyright claim for that. But whatever, Habibi. Ziyech was. I think he was like thinking about Stamford Bridge or something. I don't know, man. Your confidence in the second half was all the way out of Qatar, man. I don't know what the hell to make of you. You were carrying the team well this far, and then next things he has just 89th minute. Pourquoi Hugo freaking Lloris saving everything, even the offside plays, man? What the hell? Hugo? Gotta carry that form into the final. He was saving everything, man. The ball was offside and he was still saving. I was just like, no, Hugo, come on, man. France is just on another level with the firepower that they have, the troops that they haven't even invited. I heard they calling Kareem, man. They calling Kareem, and you know why they calling Kareem? They're gonna be 2 goals up, and they're gonna just have Kareem stretching on the sidelines, just stretch, and just put some more fear in these bitches. That's all Didier is gonna say. He's not gonna even play him. France is just another cheat code. But we gotta just say, Amrabat, you gotta tell Mama she getting a Range Rover in 2023. Unai, man. Mama getting a brand new house in 2023, man. You getting a new contract, man, for a big club. They coming. The Sharks are coming. These guys put on a show. They show they can be calm. They can run and they can actually outdo world-class midfielders. These boys really, really put on a show, and I'm proud of my African brothers. So the other person that I'm proud of, who's not my African brother, is Didier Deschamps. Like, he is putting on a World Cup. He's having a love relationship with the World Cup. He's pretty much just having an affair with the World Cup. That's what Didier doing. 1998, he kept in France, right, to win the World Cup. 2014, coached France to the quarters. 2018, he won, right? Coached France to the final and then won it. And then 2022, he's right here at the final again. Idiot. Oh man, you know how Carlo Ancelotti always Goes on dates with the Champions League. Didier sleeping with the World Cup, man. Didier out here like, yo, Zidane gonna have to wait for the job, man. Zidane gonna have to wait till I die. Didier? Oh man. That's a good name too, Didier. All them Didier has been good. Drogba, Didier Deschamps. Man, Didier Deschamps, you don't know manager in World Cup history has won more knockout games than Didier Deschamps. He's now won 8, which puts him alongside legendary Italian manager Vittorio Pozzo. Didier out here for the stats mentions. Let's actually even go to this how the important stats are looking in the World Cup. Let's just recap that real quick. So Leo is up there with the assists. Kylian Mbappe out there with 7. Bruno with 5. Harry Kane 5. Most chances created. Antoine Griezmann with 21. Leo with 18. Ooh, Griezmann just passed Leo a little bit right there. Theo Hernandez with 11. Dembele with 11. Most clean sheets. Emiliano Martinez got 3. Jordan Pickford got 3. Yassine Bano got 3. Man, wow. Well, you know what? We about to see if the golden boot race is gonna be decided, because it's gonna be Kylian versus Mbappe. It's the Kylian versus Mbappe show, pretty much. That's what we're facing this coming weekend, and I'm excited for that. It's gonna be the box office final, and in retrospect, after sleeping on it, I'd rather have it that way. I'd rather have, a big dog fight another big dog, rather than a wounded underdog that is scars and it's bleeding and it's got Saiz, who's just like, matter of fact, should we do a little quick grades before we wrap up? Let's see if I can find the thing, then we'll do the thing. Yeah, let's do some quick grades first. Look at that. I think this was for Ronaldo. I think. Let's do the quick grades of my African brothers, because I'm proud of them. You know what I'm saying? They deserve it. They deserve the flowers. They deserve the grades, even though that they're not all going to be great, but they deserve to know. They deserve to know what's up. And you know what? I think we'll just do the starters. All right, let's start with Bono. Oh, Bono. That's how you say it. I think Bono gets a B. Not because his name starts with a B, but because, man, okay, he was beaten from close range really early in the game, right? There was not much he could do about it, but at the same time, he conceded a second goal. There's no way you can get an A, even though I'm proud of you. It's supposed to be a B plus, but it's just a solid B that's actually closer to a B minus. Okay, now Hakimi. Let's go to Hakimi. Our amazing right back. Hakimi gets an A. That's the person that I'll just be like, Hakimi, you were the one that was trying to block that Mbappe shot in that early goal that we conceded. But you know what? You were a great outlet offensively, put in some great crosses, even though some of them were on the ground, but they saw that they were to a specific target, and you were just lively on that right-hand flank, and you were not cut out defensively a lot up until the last 10 minutes. So it's an A minus, So Hakimi goes home with an A minus, because he has been also carrying the team and being lively on that right-hand side for the whole tournament up until the semis, And the person that also deserves a big shout out, but, won't get a good grade is Dari. Dari had not been starting. And he came in as the same way Konate came in for Upamecano. Dari was the substitute teacher, the substitute student, the sub, So he came in and did a solid B job. He was, there when he was needed, except for that first goal, that Hernandez moment. That should have been him also stepping up and blocking that. But you know what? For somebody that had been starting, man, we can't ask much. Yamik, let's go to Yamik. Now, Yamik, who the hell is this? Okay, Yamik, somebody, I don't know if that little ping sound is audible, but it's annoying. Somebody just keeps on writing stuff. Anyway, so let's see real quick. So okay, Yamik, let me see if I can make sure that it's gone. Silly ass sound. Big up to you, Solo in the house. Big up to Solo. Still giving it. Yo, Morocco was. Solo says Morocco was very, very unlucky. They played very well yesterday. I agree with you, Solo. That's why them grades are. I mean, they lost, but we looking at B, A, B, and we're about to get to Yamik real quick. As soon as I figure out how to make sure that that sound doesn't happen again, because it's distracting me. It is so distracting, my man. Hold on. So that damn sound is distracting. Hopefully it's gone. All right. Mm, mm. Now we were talking about Yamik because Yamik made us proud. Yamik was nice. For me, also added on to Amrabat and Unai. Yamik is also somebody who had a great tournament. Like it's fine. It's fine. Everybody going home. Everybody is everybody did us proud. But like Yamik, he started. The only thing I'll just say, man, you're gonna make Varane look good. Because you caused the goal where you slipped and then Griezmann just gets like a free run. That's the only thing this whole tournament that I can like say that's a little bit of a on your CV or resume. You know what I mean? But you were there. You were one of the standout players at the back. But I cannot give you a B. It's a C plus because letting Griezmann go through, making Varane look so world class because Varane's been world class, but like that pass cut through the line, and somebody has to take the blame because once Griezmann had that chance, he just squared the ball for somebody and for Mbappe, and then it led to that flurry of blocks, and then Hernandez had the shot. So anyway, but just know that I respect you, Yamik. It's a very, very respectable seat. Now, Saiss, somebody got to tell Saiss, you have to tell the general that you have one leg. Like, I know you have whatever availability is your best is an ability and you want to always be available. But like sometimes you just got to just know that, no, I've done my part. But Saiss was playing on one leg, so it'll be harsh for me to give you an E. So I'll give you a C plus too. I wanted to give you an E because you made Giroud look fast. What? I don't know what you thought about Saiss's performance, Solo. Okay. But thank you. Big up. Big up to you, Solo. Oh, I might have one of my Arab friends to chime in. I'm excited. Yo, Solo. I was saying Saiss gets a C plus, right? All right. So I don't know. He had a great tournament, like everything. He's the soldier. That's why I guess the manager had to make that decision, saying like a 60% or 70% Saiss is better than 100% of a sub of a new, you know what I mean? A brand new sub who's fully fit. So it's a very tough call for a manager to make when you have to actually just say, damn, this guy has carried me through. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not the manager, and I'm not Saiss, and somebody got to take the blame. So Saiss gets that low ass grade. Mazraoui, though. Mazraoui. I feel that's how you pronounce the name. Mazraoui. Mazraoui got to get a really good grade because Mazraoui had a good first half, but then the hip injury is the one that let him down. I think it's because like, the fact that, I mean, Mbappe was alive though, but Mazraoui was really a slave catcher. I'm about to blink, shimmy, oh shimmy. It was too funny, but yo, you gotta give Mazraoui a good B. You know what I mean? I think I'm proud of Mazraoui's performance, and obviously, we gotta say this one is a no questions asked. Our guy Amrabat, right? This is his name. That's how you say Amrabat. Spelling error, but it's all good. Amrabat, Mama getting a Range Rover. Unai, oh, Unai, Mama getting a pool. What the tall trees, what the palm trees. Mama getting a big ass house, okay? Because that contract is coming. Both of you guys combative, soldiers, brave, big, like excellent in tight spaces. It was just impeccable to watch how these two guys can show that, with the right confidence, right chemistry, you can actually do something against. It doesn't matter what world class name you're playing against. And all right, let's go to ZH real quick. I'm trying to finish up with the grades real quick, and then invite my brother. Oh man, I'm excited for this. Okay, so ZH MIA in the first half, but you know what? He's a bit of a funny one because, like, I think what him and Hakimi were lively throughout the whole tournament up until, there were moments, obviously, that they couldn't just get the final product. We just couldn't see the final thing. So there's no way that you get an A, and it's a B minus. It's a B minus because we needed you to show up, man. We needed you the most. Buffal, let's go to Buffal. You were abused by Ousmane Dembele, and Fox Sports didn't want to show us the replay. And I'm gonna stand up for you, Buffal. But also, man, we need you to contribute offensively, man. We need you to link up, man. It's a C plus. It's a C plus for me, from me to you. It's a respectable C plus. Before Nesri, I thought you jumped higher than John Morant, man. What happened? El Nesri. How you say N? Nay. How you spell this? Nay. Nesri, man. I love this guy. This guy's jump versus Portugal was one of the most iconic jumps you'll ever see this year. So I want to put some respect on his name. And you know what? He made himself available, but it's just like when you're up there and the ball doesn't get to you in the right moment at the right time and as many times as possible, you know what I mean? You can't blame the guy that much. So you're gonna have to get a B from me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we did everyone. And then obviously Waleed, the man Waleed. The coach, man, you made us proud. You made us proud, bro. You have to get a solid A from me, man. These guys, these were our troops. Big up to you, Joker Den in the house. He say, can't stay long, bro. I'm a supporter of France, but I want to show respect to Morocco for the fight they gave. Big up. Yo, yeah, man. Big up to our Moroccan brothers. We gotta just say, man, they made us so proud. And you know what? They actually, Arsenal fans were all up in my ear. You know why? I'll tell you why. I'll show you why. I had one friend who supports Arsenal all up in my ear before I bring my esteemed guest into the house. I'll show you guys real quick why. Check this out. All right. This is Waleed. Waleed right here. Regrigi. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but I'm going to just stick with Waleed, man. Waleed is right here in a Zoom call with Mikel Arteta. Regragi. Waleed Regragi, I think. That's how you say it. He's right there. He's chilling. He's taking notes. You see that? You see what he's doing with his right hand? He's taking notes of what he's going to do in the World Cup. And honestly, now, if you rewatch Morocco's the way that Morocco plays, that we know that they organize defensively. We know that they are like very tough to play against. But also, you gotta give them credit. They still show up though offensively, and the fullbacks Hakimi was just out there killing it throughout the whole tournament. So you have to just say big up to Morocco, big up to Waleed. And I don't know if he's employing.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What
Brothers,
up? What
what's
up? What
up,
up?
my
What up?
man? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like
Man.
to welcome you. This is our esteemed guest that I've been so excited to just say, my brother. Tell us where you're reporting from right now. Which part of the world are you in?
All the way from Africa, baby, from Botswana. We doing it. I'm first and foremost. I'm so excited to see you give this beautiful stellar insight, my man. It is top notch. I mean, Super Sport needs you, bro. Like you are killing it. You are killing it.
Shut
You are killing
up.
it. You have stolen the words right out of my mouth. Oh my God, I am proud to be your friend, and I'm loving the work that you're doing, man. It's top notch, bro.
Oh,
Top
big
notch.
up, bro. Big up yourself, man. Tell me
Yeah.
about the vibe of the game. Where were you? How did you watch it? Were you in a bar? Were you at
Oh my
home?
God. I was
Where were
I
you at?
was I was funny enough, before the match, I think we spoke. We had
Yeah,
a little bit of a pre-match analysis to say what this would mean for us as Africans,
facts.
but also, in the true spirit of fairness and diplomacy, I think the final that you mentioned, the final that the world really needed would have been
Mhm.
Portugal versus, Argentina, goat
That's
versus goat.
gold
You know,
versus
but
gold.
but
Ultimate
yeah,
boxing.
this doesn't steal away from the pride we have as Africans, because we've just broken a record already to qualify to the semis. You know what I mean? That on its own is noteworthy. You know what I mean? I really needed more fight from Morocco. I felt they were lacking. I felt, the first goal was like, what on God's green earth? Where's the defender? Like, you tell me. Okay, okay, okay.
So okay, I know. This is how I feel like it was. Still, nerves are still settling in. With barely three
Yeah,
or 4 minutes into the game, and now
yeah,
it was just a matter of just composure, and people were
exactly.
drawn to Mbappe. And what happened?
Yeah,
Hernandez was
exactly.
left alone, and
No,
that's
no, that's true. I think to be honest, I think they had. Look. I'm not, like I'm more of your conspiracy theorist and all, but I think that
yeah.
the way they played, they definitely could have been. There's a puppet master, and then they were the puppets. They were not playing to their true potential. Aubrey, I just need to put it out there. I really felt that it's either they were starstruck or they were nervous, but they never kicked into that gear, and they were dominated for the greater majority. Like in the start, they needed to take control and shift the balance of power.
Mhm.
I personally felt Morocco's prowess has always been their defensive ability.
Okay.
Defensively, they're sound. You understand? And nowadays, football is not about individual brilliance.
Mhm.
Because if we base it on that, Portugal should have been in the final. They have a lot, like Bruno and Cristiano. The whole team is solid. You understand? On
True.
an individual level, but
True.
with Morocco, they stuck together. They bit the bullet as a team, and
Mhm.
defensively, they shut out all nonsense. But this
Yeah.
game, they were just lacking. It leaves a lot to be questioned. It leaves a lot to be desired. Honestly, that first game, and like you know how can I put it? Croatia lost, yes, you understand, but they kept on punching till the last minute. They kept on punching. You could see it in
Mm.
Luka, you could see it in Perisic, you could see it in the whole team. This team, Morocco, they just gave up hope. I don't know if it was just me, but I picked up on that. Team chemistry accounts for a lot. Team mentality accounts for a lot. I think psychologically they were comfortable enough to say, look, we've pushed the envelope a notch higher. We're comfortable with being in the semis. Any which way this goes, we are still winners at the end. And that's nonsense. We're Africans at the end. We're not winners. It's not over till we get the World Cup. That's what we're talking about. You know what I mean?
True, true
But
that.
in me being very fair and holistic,
Yeah,
now it's a PSG battle of egos. We've got
true.
Mbappe. We've got Mbappe, who, is the new young blood, who's very airheaded, very egotistical, trying to prove himself.
Mhm.
We've seen his attitude in the Ballon d'Or
He
when,
trying to take the
no,
baton
no,
from.
no, no,
He
no, 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 no,
literally
like,
snatched.
so this is a ultimate grudge match. It is
Yeah.
experience and finesse versus young blood and new talent. So I can't wait to see, what's in store for us, and all the best to both teams. But I'm leaning more towards Argentina. I think Messi needs this one in his bag. Not that I'm trying to be biased or anything, but
You
I
want
just
the
feel
fairy
like,
tale, huh?
yeah, no, no, no. It just this on its own would be spectacular for what all the accolades he's achieved in his individual capacity as truly, arguably one of the best players to come out of the world, my brother.
So you think Messi's gonna score now?
If it's a penalty, you know who they're gonna give it to. Look, I hate this. I hate to go back, but I truly felt, dude, is it that much pressure at a World Cup stage? Is it that much pressure on, how many people tune in? Billions, your wife, the presidents, the legends.
Mhm.
Harry Kane shouldn't have missed that penalty. We should have had a very interesting semi-final. I just felt he dropped the ball. Let me just say that. I think no, 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 no. And we look, he hit the target at least. Hit the damn target. That's all I'm gonna say. But England aside, they put up a very good fight.
Okay.
They really did try. And Argentina, look, it's a team effort at the end of the day. It's a
True.
team effort, and I just want to single out the individual brilliance in Messi. You saw that third and final goal. You
Yeah.
saw you saw how he was dancing and weaving in the 18, and once he gets in that box, you can't touch him, because if he goes down, it's a penalty. And who would score that penalty? It's
So,
none other than experienced Messi.
I
You
mean,
understand?
okay, you're actually just alluding to the fact that you know that every match in this World Cup, Argentina starts with 1-0 up because they have a penalty. That's pretty much how
but
it's been,
but
you know.
but but they,
But
they lost against Saudi. I'm saying, look, they're
no,
not
no,
they're
that
not
was just a smoke screen. That was just they were just trying to just like you know give us some Kool-Aid to think
I
that it's
hear
not
you.
rigged. This thing is
Oh
rigged.
my god. Oh
This
my
thing is
god.
rigged.
Oh my god. Messi, I don't know which gear he shifted into, but kudos to him. Kudos
Yeah,
to the team, to the defensive coach, to everything. Like the they're firing on all cylinders. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
just
yeah,
think that France have a lot of athleticism in them. They've got some tall, they've got
yeah.
Dembele, they've got pace, they've got Mbappe, they've got Kante, who's he's a stop nonsense. So for
True that.
those of you who don't know, stop nonsense, what do we call it? It was the proper English.
He's a screen wall. He's a screen
It's
wall.
like a
He's
screen wall, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
He knows how to read, intercept the game. But I'd also like to single out. Do you see how what do they call it in FIFA? How the Argentina would overload ball side on one
One,
flank, and
yeah,
then Messi would split the defense with a very brilliant cross, piercing and then inject with pace and cross. So I say it's that experience. Before every game starts, he looks around, he understands the game, he looks at the weak points, he analyzes the strengths. He needs to see where he fits into this whole jigsaw puzzle, and then he delivers. So it would be
So
interesting to see.
you like it
Yeah,
when he's walking around the pitch and he's strolling in there saying, "Oh, he's scanning the pitch. He's scanning for
yeah, yeah,
spaces."
exactly, exactly. And he'll do that, and I'm like,
It's
nigga,
not
can
because the
you
nigga
run?
old and
Can
he
you
trying to
run?
save his energy.
No, do what you do. No, so that's, look, it's natural. It's pure. It's talent fused with experience, fused with hard work, passion. So I'm not saying to take away anything, steal away from the French side. And kudos to them. They're very deserving. They've, to get to the final at this stage again consecutively goes to show that they're a very formidable side,
True
hands
that.
down. You cannot steal away from that. You know what I mean? And football really is a game of chance.
Hmm.
I say chance, but there are puppet masters out here.
Yeah.
I mean, and we spoke about it, but
True.
it would be interesting. I don't know who do you think would edge it, or who do you think edges it so far?
The final, this
Yeah,
final, man, it's. I mean, obviously Argentina wanted more. France have
yeah,
already
yeah,
got it. The peaceful solution would be between Kylian and Messi. Would be Messi taking the World Cup because Kylian can go home and console himself with his World Cup. But if Kylian takes the
yeah,
Golden Boot, Kylian would be happy and he
yeah,
would be.
yeah,
All right, it's cool if France doesn't win it as long as I take the Golden Boot and then I can win it next time. You know what I mean? That's how I feel like
yeah,
Kylian.
yeah,
But in
yeah.
terms of like to just say like your question, I mean, I feel like nevertheless, like France still has enough firepower to just
No,
put down.
true, true. Yeah,
It's just a matter of who scores first and how the other team reacts. I want to ask you just like
yeah,
to conclude our conversation and ask you
yeah.
what has been your favorite goal of the tournament so far? Is it the Richarlison? Is it the where you at? Where you at?
Hmm,
Goals in the so
Let me see there. Um, I would say it was France, England. First goal
Mbappe's
to no to Achimi. Help me if I'm pronouncing it right.
yeah.
When he just drove it past everyone. It was Mbappe driving it, then a beautiful cutback and a once-off shot to the bottom left corner, far away from immaculately placed in the bottom. I didn't even see that coming.
Mbappe versus England. I feel like he put
No,
which
the
which
the
which
the 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 goal with England, France and England, the first goal.
was it Giroud who scored the first goal?
No,
Who scored that goal? I can't
no.
even remember. I watched too many of those.
Just quickly Google it.
Let's see.
Just quickly.
France
Yeah,
versus
England.
England. All right, let's see who scored the
Yeah.
first goal. Oh, it was Chouameni. Oh yeah, the long range. Yeah, from outside the box. Yeah.
I
Then that was
never.
the first goal. That was
Yes. And then
yeah.
Harry Kane equalized with the penalty. But that
Yes.
goal, it was so brilliant because there was it was so unsuspecting. It crept up on you, and you're expecting an extra touch, you're expecting a driven, a finesse, you're looking for Mbappe, maybe a lob and then a header, because with the France, they can score in any type of shape or form. But
True.
to just belt it all the way, unsuspectingly, through the legs of every defender, that leaves a lot. It says a lot, on the attacking abilities. They can come into the box, they can weave their way through. We've seen that in Mbappe shooting and then granting the goals. They can score penalties, they can head, they're very athletic, like I said. But that goal, wow, that gave them hope. I was gobsmacked. I
For
was
me,
left. Yeah.
that goal shut me up because prior to that match, I was saying Chouamini, is having a tough time filling the boots of Pogba. His
Exactly.
long passes are like floats too much. I was like,
Exactly.
like he's good, but like he's not. But then I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Isn't it
what?
ironic how much alike he does look like Pogba? Is it just me?
Yes, too, man.
I mean, I'm just speaking out. I'm just speaking out. Like literally, I was like, dude, Pogba's lost some weight. What's going on?
One thing, one thing I can say though about Pogba is that I love that the hyena that he buried in Old Trafford is working because there's a World Cup medal that's coming to Old Trafford, man. Either way, man, Martinez bringing the World Cup medal or Varane bringing the World Cup medal, man. How many medals are coming to Arsenal, man? You support Arsenal, right? Last
Yo,
time I checked.
it's hard to hear you. What position are you on the log? Like from all the way down there. We don't. We're not talking.
Okay, okay, all right.
Speak up. We can't hear you.
All
Uh,
right. I'll stop talking.
so look, it's an interesting experience. I just felt like this World Cup, unlike the other ones, haven't really had that strong chokehold on me personally. And I
Yeah,
think my other peers haven't really been as engaged as, there's always that, oh my God, it's the World Cup, it's the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
FOMO, it's the World Cup fever. Even in like, spots, our fan parks aren't as, out there and outlandish, like they normally are. But it's just for the love of the game. It happens once every 4 years. So, I think it would be interesting to see, do we break any records in terms of viewership?
Word. In terms of viewership, and there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. This that was my man, Mr. Yummy, all the way from Botswana, man. It was awesome to have his input. What he said, I have to say, just to sort of like, I guess, as a precursor or preview to the a show that we'll do later on, is the fact that comparing Morocco and Croatia's performances, I was about to tell him this, though, it's a pity he got cut off, but I was about to sort of like say, I felt like actually Morocco showed a little bit more gut, a little bit more, adventure and a little bit more bite than Croatia. When you look at the stats comparatively, you'd say, of course, they're two different games, but Croatia versus Argentina had 12 shots that they tried, and then 2 of them were on target. And then from there, Morocco, on the other hand, had 13 shots that they tried, and only 3 of them were on target. So, statistically speaking, we're already talking a little bit better. But like at the same time, the interesting, fascinating fact is that Croatia had 61% possession of the ball, and Morocco had 61. How weird is that? The exact same possession stats between the two teams, and very, very similar attempted shots and shots on target, and it's such a fascinating thing. It seems like if you keep possession, you lose. I don't know how you feel. Anyway, this is the Football Power Hour. It's been awesome rocking. And please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new to these streets. This was just a little quick. It was meant to be a quick, super quick show. But we're going to do a proper one in a few hours where we just review the semifinal. And yeah, big up to y'all for tuning in one more time for